6th the 12th, 2020. I just started a self-motivational video. I'm distracted by certain people. I've just been watching a person I admire, a fighter, doing sort of training routines and saying inspirational words in the vlog. And I just thought, well, why not put a few words of wisdom together? Because you're quite into being inspired and lead by example. Class myself as a leader. So what's not to learn? What's not to gain from this? Just seeing this on the board, something I completely go with is this is a virtue, words kindness, which I think is such a valuable thing. Courage, strength, honor, self-discipline, trust, self-worth, self-love, which, all of the virtues mentioned, I'd be prior to that. All the above disciplines help your self-worth and the value you put on yourself. And then under all that is honesty, underlined, which I believe is if you apply those things to your life, honesty is something that you value, because I know I sort of try to apply virtue with as much accuracy and closeness to the truth as I can, So that means more to me because of that. Because it maintains my kindness, courage, strength, honour, self-discipline and trust. You see, it helps me along the way. So that's sort of words that I value, words that I believe would help any person. I'm going to do a physical training video as well. I'm going to try and do some separate things just to what it helps both ways is in something to look back on myself, something inspiring, something that will also keep me physically fit while I'm doing all these things, putting these things together. So nothing to lose with it's creativity. I'm not afraid to do things. Because I'm not in fear of ridicule. And that's probably why I think people who are not in fear of that get ridiculed more, because people are trying to push buttons and what have you to try and it's maybe frustrating for these people who don't get the reaction they expect, or don't get the, because you're a person of virtue or self-worth. Be yourself. There's nobody else like you. There's only one you. There's enough people repeating, enough people on the revolving door syndrome of life and just copying things. It's like a conveyor belt of similarities. And copying linguistics, copying everything. But that will be unfulfilling for the people, for the person who's copying, because every person who's copying is not being a true version of themselves, so they'll always be unhappy with themselves because they're trying to emulate somebody else. That's what I believe. And looking at some of these people who are repeaters, I'd also call them sheep because they're all going in the same direction by not being themselves. So, that's not going to help them, is it? So I would say as a valuable thing to say is just be yourself. It's so important. Because there is times where people want to know who you are and they want reassurance, because there's too many people trying to be other people, you see, and they want reassurance that there is people who are strong enough to be themselves, who are courageous enough to step out and be themselves. And that means a lot to people, you know, especially in tough times. That means a lot to people. And so do not underestimate the value in that. Right. Yeah, I think that's enough.